the country, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the 49ers will kick it away to start. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running back goes in motion. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. On the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking to throw it again. Getting some heat. He's got the tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job, and you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24.
55 weak.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Got it.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Jackrabbit.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Hey.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He makes the connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Ready.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
29 Philly. 2-9 go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Charlotte 7, Marshall 0.
Ready up.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Get set. Get set. Razor. Razor.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On the ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Slap.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Addison. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Ready. Ready.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Cobra.
He's looking to throw it. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And right down the middle. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh,
He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Batted into the air, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
this is the exact...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Niners! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Iowa looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Hawkeyes. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Ready up.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Here we go.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Easy.
The back goes in motion. He leaves it with his back. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play.
Clear. Green 25.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the 49ers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a split backfield. The give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up 2nd down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Coming after him. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ball back, the 49ers offense will return to the field. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They want to throw it, feeling some heat. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Quick completion to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the timing just a hair off.
The receiver is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the 49ers get enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown 49ers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 21 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Snags it quickly on the left. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Charlotte. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Charlotte 35, Marshall 7.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Working on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Getting set for the point after. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
toss to the right. At the 45 on his way. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Charlotte 35, Marshall 14.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Jackrabbit. Ready now.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll throw it on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
3rd down coming up.
Ready?
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive.
Easy.
From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Ready up.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Corn.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense set for a first down play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The 49ers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Moves.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Toss to the outside. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 18 to Louisville. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really...
Open runway ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Toss sweep to the left. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Working that left side now. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run it out of the shotgun, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams.